Hello, alive one. I am Candleate. I am gonna help you eat your snacks, not literally. Before we start, leave a comment to let me know which part of the living land you are listening from and what snacks are you eating now. Also give a like and subscribe if you are enjoying the stories. Now, prepare your snacks and relax. There's a house on the edge of town. You know the kind? The kind that looks like time forgot it. Its wooden frame rotting, the windows clouded with dust and secrets. The kind of house children dare each other to approach, but never actually enter. A house that doesn't just sit there, it watches. When Mark first saw the house, he never imagined it would become the center of his life. He was a city man, used to traffic noise and neon lights, not the heavy silence that blanketed the countryside. But after losing his job and craving a fresh start, he bought the old house, hoping to fix it up and find peace. The house stood alone, its dark wooden walls nearly black in the fading light. The tall, narrow windows reflected the dying sun like watching eyes. A chill ran through Mark, but he brushed it off. This was his chance, a new beginning. Inside, the house reeked of mold and decaying wood. The scent clung to the walls and seeped into the floorboards. Mark unpacked his few belongings, the echo of his footsteps filling the empty rooms. As night fell, the house seemed to breathe. Shadows stretched and shifted, dancing at the edge of his vision. Mark told himself it was nothing, just the groans and creaks of an old place settling in. But then he saw it, a figure in the kitchen, just beyond the dim light of the fridge. Not a person, a teddy bear, matted and dirty, slumped on the cold floor. Mark hadn't brought it. He had no idea where it came from. Days passed. The house grew colder. The bear began appearing in different places. The hallway, the living room, even the stairs. Always waiting, always watching. One night, as he sat alone under the dim glow of a single lamp, Mark saw a figure outside the window. Tall, still, wearing a white mask that shimmered in the moonlight. His heart pounded as the figure melted back into the shadows. He tried to convince himself it was just a stranger, maybe a trick of the light. But the feeling of being watched never went away. The next day, he found scratches on the walls, desperate claw marks that hadn't been there before. The teddy bear was gone. In its place, sitting on the kitchen table, was a smooth white mask, eerily identical to the one he'd seen. That night, the figure returned. This time, it was inside the house. Standing at the end of the hallway, Mark froze. He couldn't move. He couldn't scream. The masked figure said nothing, just stared, its hollow eyes cutting into his soul. He backed away, tripping over something soft. The teddy bear was back, lying at his feet. Its eyes seemed to glisten in the dark. Mark tried to run, but the house wouldn't let him. Doors slammed shut. Windows refused to open. The air grew thick with whispers, voices just beyond comprehension, all whispering his name. He spent nights awake, watching shadows slither across the walls, feeling cold fingers brush against his skin. The masked figure haunted his dreams, a silent, relentless presence demanding something he couldn't understand. Then, something changed. Mark began to feel a pull toward the attic. There, beneath a broken window, he found a dusty journal. Its pages told a story of a family torn apart by tragedy, a child lost to darkness, and a curse that had fused itself into the very bones of the house. The journal belonged to a girl named Lily, who had vanished years ago. She wrote about the masked figure, how it came in the night and took her piece by piece, trapping her soul inside the house. That's when Mark understood. The teddy bear wasn't just a toy. It was a vessel, a bridge between the living and the lost, and the masked figure. It was the curse, a shadow born from grief and fear, feeding on all who entered. Determined to end it, Mark faced the figure one final time. They met in the hallway, moonlight glinting off the pale mask. "Why are you haunting this place?" Mark demanded. The figure slowly raised its hand, not to attack, but to reveal something. A cracked mirror, and in the reflection, Mark saw himself, but older, hollow, trapped. The house wasn't just haunted, it was a prison, and the masked figure wasn't a ghost. It was a warning. Everyone who entered became part of the house. Another shadow behind the window, another whisper in the night. Mark tried to escape, but the house consumed him. The last thing he saw was his own reflection, slowly disappearing into the blank stare of the mask. Now the house stands silent, waiting. The teddy bear sits alone in the kitchen. Its glassy eyes gleam in the dark. And if you ever walk past on a windy night, you might see a silhouette at the window. A new watcher, forever trapped in the house's eternal nightmare. So if you ever find yourself near that old house, don't look through the window, because once you do, it's already too late.